Ready? We were talking to Dante, I guess it was yesterday. He said that he singled you out as somebody who's really helped him. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about your relationship with him, how you've gone about that, and also the growth you've seen in him?
Dante has been great. He's a very outgoing kid. I think I mentioned that before in one of these, but it's easy to have a good relationship with him. He wants to learn, he wants to improve, and me being like the older guy, just kind of teaching him little things, things I notice, maybe he can correct, I'll tell him, So just his ability to want to learn and me wanting to teach, I think that's why our relationship has been so good.
What's it, when you're snapping the ball, you're going to snap to 3 quarterbacks on Saturday, is there a different cadence or anything different when you snap to a different quarterback, or is it the exact same thing?
It's the exact same thing. Like, we get enough reps in practice with all 3 quarterbacks. I kind of know like the different voices and the way it feels under center and things like that. So if I know who I'm rolling with, then I think we'll be in good shape.
Dante was also kind of observant of your friendship with Josh Carlin.
Yeah.
So what's your relationship with him like?
It's been me and Josh since the beginning, really. We both got here, played offensive line as freshmen, so he's really been the guy that's been in the room with me for going on my 5th year now, and he's kind of understood the process and what it takes to kind of be successful, I guess, at college football. So it's just been good to talk to him, like, on our intellectual level as well, just like going over plays, things about life, college. Like, we kind of came up together, so that's kind of been my buddy and my guy that I can talk to and things like that about anything.
Dante also said that you kind of pulled him aside and said, like, I got you. Is that a kind of conversation that you have with like all of the quarterbacks? Like, what's the different connections you have?
I'd say with all the quarterbacks I have a pretty good connection, but Dante being a young guy, I've been there, so I kind of know what's going on, and him being Dante Moore, it's kind of, you got to hone down on him a little bit more, just play football, stick to the process, and just knowing that him knowing that I have trust in him is it's huge, especially on a team. You got to believe in your brothers, and I like to preach that I believe in him.
This quarterback competition is getting all the attention, but we know there are 3 open spots on the offensive line. How's that competition gone? How are you feeling comfort-wise with the 5 guys you're going to roll out there on Saturday?
I think Coach Drever's been doing a good job, like, rotating guys in. I'd say we have a good, solid 8-9 guys that can really play on this team, and I don't think we'll skip a beat with if any different mix and match of that rotation goes on. Everyone's ready, and everyone knows everyone wants to be gets that starting job, you know what I mean? So whoever it is, they'll be ready for it, and I'm not worried at all about who our starting 5 is going to be.
You've been here as long as anybody. I know Coach Kelly has a different relationship with the players than obviously does with the media. With us, he's been, I guess a good way to put it is a little more chipper this fall camp.
Yeah.
Has he seemed any different to you? Does he seem maybe a little more lighthearted, or same guy as always?
Definitely the same guy as always, but I definitely noticed maybe a little bit more joking around going on, a little more comfortable, I guess, with especially me being here for as long as I have. I can definitely see his personality come out when he has conversations with me or any of the older guys on the team. So it's been nice to see that, and that side of Chip. Yeah.
Do you think maybe that's a reflection of he thinks, you guys are in a good place as a team and you're ready to roll?
I think so. I think he can really trust us, trust the leaders on this team to get the job done. So I think we kind of taking that aspect out of his hands, I guess. It's more player-led than coach-fed, as we like to say. So, yeah, definitely comes with more trust from his players.
We just talked to Carson, who's like, super excited, also kind of nervous. Is there anything you say or do around kind of newer players to help them like stay level-headed ahead of the first game?
If I notice something, then I'll probably step in and do something. But Carson, he's been rock solid throughout this whole camp. He's been playing like what he is. Like, he's a great player, great running back, and I'm not too worried about how he's going to do this year and this season. So for him, he's just a rock solid dude, and I think he's going to have a great season for us this year.
How can you tell if someone's nervous? Like, what do you notice about players that kind of sets it off?
Just like it's not like really flowing for them, I guess you could say. Like, they're kind of still we like to say analysis by paralysis. Like, when you try to overthink things, you can kind of notice them kind of playing slow. And the biggest thing, like Coach Kelly always preaches, is that if you know your playbook, then you play faster, right? If you know exactly where you're going, you don't need to be thinking about, do I have this guy? Do I have this guy? So just that, it's just seeing the guys that put in the time and the work for the playbook and running the plays that you can tell, like, oh, they're ready for it because how fast they play.
Do you still get nervous before games ever?
Oh yeah, of course. Definitely get nervous. Especially, it's probably harder now because I feel like there's more eyes on the team looking at me, and so I gotta kind of be the example on how to do things and how to prepare for a game. So, but it's been a fun role to play this year.
How do you respond to that? Do you do more routine-based stuff before games to kind of just get in a comfort zone?
It's more just, it's a routine. Just making sure I hit all my steps. Like, can't skip anything. Because you never know who's watching, you know. Like we had a lift today in the weight room, you know. You never want to take any reps off. You know what I mean? It's always give everything you got, do what the coaches say, and that just lead by example.
I think it's fair to say you guys are a little bit under the radar, you know, not nationally ranked. Everybody's talking about SC and the returning Heisman quarterback. In fact, maybe you guys are going to open some eyes on Saturday, perceptions about this team?
I definitely think so. We're a really good team this year, but we don't really pay too much focus into that, I guess. Like, if they want to talk and not really recognize how good we are, then let them. We'll just show it on Saturday.
A little while back, you know, UCLA announced that fundraiser for Maui relief efforts. Did the players have any say in, you know, some of the organizations? Obviously, you know, you're from the area.
Yeah. We just did a little video to kind of like spread the awareness, I guess, and I've seen all those links to all the different funds and stuff like that, and I trust every single one of them, so those are good to donate to for sure.
What's been just the general vibe at practice this week?
Just excitement, really. Just ready to hit somebody else other than your teammate for sure. Yeah.
We got is that JJ Molson there that we're looking at?
Yeah, it's JJ.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right.